Hello again, everyone, and welcome once again to part 3 of the SD Times live micro webinar series on navigating data challenges for SaaS companies. In the first 2 episodes, which are now available on demand on sdtimes.com, we talked about building solutions that meet customer data where it is, and we talked about enabling access to data for responsible use. So today we're going to look at how you can scale data access for integration with other tools and for reporting. Joining me again is Avadut Kulkarni. He's a product leader at Progress DataDirect. Avadut, welcome again to be with us. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, David. Nice to be here.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. So in the last episode, you mentioned Salesforce Connect as one of those use cases that you can visualize the external data. So why should organizations consider Salesforce Connect instead of Salesforce data storage?
If Salesforce data storage is working for you, that's great, right? You don't have to consider any other solution. But the most important thing about Salesforce data storage is it's very costly in terms of how much data you store in it. Right. Many of our customers switch to Salesforce Connect from Salesforce data storage because the cost of storage was getting significantly higher as their data grew. So in that regard, right, Salesforce Connect offers you much more real-time connectivity to your data without that additional cost of storage. And Salesforce also charges OData endpoints for their Salesforce Connect use case. So we allow users to combine multiple data sources in single OData endpoint. So that saves your cost further.
All right. So, so what kind of deployment models then and tools do you guys support?
That's an interesting question, David. I will process that in 2 different ways. First, we do support deployment on Linux platform. So it can be on-premise, it can be any on public private cloud instance. It can deploy using the Docker that we supply, right? So our customers can build their Kubernetes-based solutions for these deployments. So that's one part. On second part, if I think that about more high availability and distribution sort of deployment model, we do support single node deployment as well as multi-node high availability cluster deployments with load balancers.
Mm-hmm. So, so what if an organization has a proprietary internal system with APIs that they would want to connect to their BI system? So, can Progress DataDirect help with that?
Yes, obviously. So actually, we have a product called Autonomous REST Connector, which allows you to build a standard-based connector, which is ODBC JDBC connector for your REST API, almost with no code capabilities, right? With generating that model for your internal REST API, you will be able to expose your application data to any BI or any data management tool that can understand ODBC, JDBC. And interestingly, this connectivity option is also available in the hybrid data pipeline product that we just talked about in this webinars, right? So from within hybrid data pipeline as well, you will be able to connect to your internal REST APIs and get benefited from all the other features and functionality of it.
Mm-hmm. So what cloud platforms are supported by your product?
All, like any cloud platforms that you are able to think about. Like most populars are AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. They are all supported, but like I said, it's mostly can be deployed on the Linux. So anywhere you can deploy a Linux system, right? All those cloud platforms, we will be able to run that.
Good. All right. So you had said that your product helps access on-premises data from the cloud without a VPN or opening up a firewall. So how does that happen?
Right. Usually the requirement of creating the firewall holes or using the VPN comes because the external system is trying to access the internal database and connect to the socket on particular port or something. Right. We have a proprietary technology, and using that, our software called on-premise connector, which gets installed on your network, right, communicates externally to our servers using HTTPS communication. So this allows us to communicate with our servers securely and safely without creating any security loopholes on your system.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right, so let's say an organization has connectors to ingest data from multiple sources already. So why would they consider anything else to solve that problem?
If you are already there, you probably already know that maintaining a different connectors for different data sources has a lot of challenges. You not only have to put maintenance load on your IT system to install, maintain, upgrade all those connectivity solutions, but these integrations also make it more complicated, your solution more complicated and costly. And also you need to talk to multiple vendors for when there are support cases, renewals, updates, and everything, right? Using hybrid data pipeline as data connectivity hub, it will just allow you to have like a single connector for all your data sources by simple configuration. So it will simplify your architecture significantly in that regard.
Right. Great. All right. So, as we're running up against time here, I've just asked you to, if you can encapsulate the three parts of the webinar series that we've done now, or, a couple of key takeaways that really can help people get started down this path.
Sure. So as a SaaS vendor, SaaS application vendor, there are multiple integration of data points that you need to consider. The first and foremost is how you are going to get your customer data in your application, right? And think about security, simplicity, reliability, all those aspects when getting that data in. And that solution need to be less error prone and simple for your customers to adopt. Once you have that data and once your customers start finding value in your application, you also need to have a good strategy to help your customers integrate your application data into their data story. And again, a standard-based connectivity would be a simpler solution in that regard. So whether it's about ingesting data from on-premise customer data or customers' cloud data into your SaaS application versus exposing the data reliably and securely to your customers, right, for their consumption. Hybrid data pipeline helps you in both regards very easily and comfortably. So if you have challenges in any of these aspects, we would definitely like to talk to you and learn more about them.
Mm-hmm. So if our listeners wanted to reach out to you to get more information, how would they go about contacting you or somebody else at Progress?
You can always put your query on the Progress website, right? Or download the hybrid data pipeline product and do a trial eval. Or you can mail me at avadut.kulkarni@progress.com.
All right. Very good. Avadut, thank you so much for your time over this three-part series. Really appreciate it. I hope our viewers get a lot out of this. So I would say simply that I'm Dave Rubenstein, Editor-in-Chief of SD Times. Thanks, everybody, for joining us during this three-part series, and we hope to see you again real soon. Until next time, so long.